What up? It's your boy, Mr. Bennett, and it is 2009 Caribbean Examination Council All Right Reserve. And we're looking at 2009. Let us begin. Share the light, people, so others can join. New bad mind around here. Mr. Bennett care about everybody, not just one somebody. Share the light so others can join. And we all can make it in this world. All we have to do is love and share with each other. Love and share with each other. There is no need to hate each other. We all can be successful in life. No need to cuss, no need to fight. Whether day or night, just do what's right. All right, guys, let's move on to the business. For those of you who don't like my personality, you will get used to it. All right, guys. All right, I'm a happy person. Which of the following, which of the gases below is a raw material for photosynthesis, and that is carbon dioxide. Share the life, people. Like it so other people can get benefit. All right. Which of the following blood groups has no antigen, as a result, can be used in a blood transfusion to any person, and that is type O. In a male reproductive system, sperms, oh Lord, well, we're going to discuss with sperms are regular. Chaman. In a male reproductive system, the sperms is stored in the testes. Gotta keep those cool, you know, man. Keep those cool so we can make some babies. All right. Which of the following is not structure of the seed? And that is C. Number 3 now. Number 3, guys, man, I lose it now. I'm so tired, but I have to do it, guys. I have to push, all right? Number 5, in the stem, there is an upward movement of water in the, is it the cambium, epidermis, the phloem, or the xylem? And the number 5 is the xylem. So in the stem, there's an upward movement in the xylem. Let's move on to number 6. Iodine in potassium iodine solution. A watch glass and a dropper were used to carry out a food test. The food being tested for, is it A, fat? Is it B, protein? Is it C, starch? Or is it D, sugar? So number 6 is starch. So testing for starch. I notice my students nowadays, every reason, whenever they get an opportunity, they say that I'm fat. All right. So number 7, genetic information is contained in the A, cell membrane, B, chromosomes, C, cytoplasm, or D, vacuole. And it is contained, genetic information is contained in the chromosomes. So that is B. During digestion, hydrochloric acid is secreted in the, is it the intestine, is it the mouth, is it the esophagus, or is it the stomach? So that is in the stomach. Very important part of your body, guys. Take care of your stomach. Which of the following process eliminates waste products of respiration? Is it E, digestion, B, excretion, C, is it nutrition, or is it osmoregulation? And that is B, excretion. So excretion is the answer for which of the following process eliminates the waste products of respiration. So that is excretion. All right. Which of the following is most likely to be experienced by a sunbather with unprotected eyes. E faces the sun for a long time. Is it A, changing color of the iris, B, damage to retina, or is it C, double vision, or is it D, drying out of the aqueous humor? So number 10 is damage to the retina. Don't go in no sunbath. It is for white people. We already have the melanin in our skin, our beautiful black skin. All right. The pH of gastric juice produced in the stomach is it 1? Or is it 5? Or is it 7? Or is it 11? Number 11 is 1. So the gastric juice produce 1. All right. Which of the following shapes best describe incisor teeth? Is it chisel shape, flat topped, pointed, or rounded? Number 12 is chisel shape. So the incisor is chisel shape. Incisor is chisel shape. You my time, anytime you say it, guys, you will never ever forget it, right? Which of the following is not normally excreted by the kidney? Is it glucose, sweat, urea, or is it water? And that is sweat. Sweat come out, your sweat glands. All right. The gas which is produced by fish and used by aquatic plants is it carbon dioxide? Is it hydrogen, or is it nitrogen dioxide, or is it oxygen? And that is carbon dioxide. That's a very important gas, guys, especially in photosynthesis. The minimum recommended time lapse between the eating of a full meal and the undertaking of vigorous activity is it A, 15 minutes, is it B, 30 minutes, is it C, 1 to 2 hours, or is it D, 3 to 4 hours? And that is 1 to 2 hours. All right, guys. So don't just eat and go have PE. Joke thing that, joke thing that, joke thing that, joke thing that. All right, let's move on to number 16. And we have here the nitrogen cycle. Nitrates in soil water, protein, plant protein, death and decay, animal protein. Let's see what they have here. Body waste. So where does execution occurs? Not execution, excretion. Sorry, man. Excretion. Where does excretion occurs? And that is right here. So that gives us execution, excretion. So that is, because me I did ITP from the execution stuck in my brain. Stuck in my brain now, stuck in my brain. Number 17, blood boosting increases the number of red blood cells. An athlete whose blood has been boosted can perform better in a race because, that is cheating though, he can absorb more oxygen, can breathe faster, is more immune to disease, or is it D, he is stronger? And the answer for 17 is he can absorb more oxygen. Still cheating, guys, so don't do it if you're an athlete, all right? Just win fairly. Which of the following helps our sense of balance? Is it the cochlear, the eardrum, the ossicle, or the semicircular canals? And that is D. Which of the following helps our sense to balance? And that is the semicircular canals. Help our sense to balance. Let's move on to number 19. Which of the following enzymes is responsible for breaking down of starch? Is it pepsin, amylase, retin, or trypsin? And number 19 is amylase. We have a winner. Amylase break down starch. Amylase break down starch. All right, let's move on to number 20. Food molecules that are absorbed through the walls of the small intestine are transported by, is it A, the plasma, B, the platelets, C, the red blood cells, or is it D, the white blood cell? So food molecules absorbed through the walls of the small intestine are transported by the plasma. So plasma transport food molecule. Let's get ready. We're moving on to number 21. Which of the following processes is likely to produce a significant cooling effect in plants? Is it A, transpiration? Is it B, respiration? Or is it C, osmosis? Or is it D, diffusion? And we have a winner. Transpiration will make the plant cooler. All right. Number 22. Which of the following systems are involved in the coordination of body movements? Body functions, rather. So is it one, we have endocrine, two, we have the nervous, and we have the skeletal. All three look like them invalid, you know. Yep. Endocrine, yeah. So 22 is all three. So the endocrine, the nervous system, and the skeletals are all bodily coordination functions. All right. Let's move on to number 23. Nerves carry messaging using, is it A, electrical energy only, B, heat energy only, C, chemical and electrical energy, or is it D, chemical and heat energy? At number 30, I'm gonna pause and give you guys a joke. If you don't get it, you can laugh at me. All right? Anyway, you should be laughing. So 23 is A, electrical energy only. All right, let's move on to 24. The pitch of a note from a vibrating body may not be altered by changing its, is it A, color, B, density, C, length, or is it D, tension? The 24 is color. It's a not, so it's color, definitely color. All right, when the jugs below are sometimes used by athletes to improve their performance. Which of the jugs below are sometimes used by athletes to improve their performance? Is it depressant, hallucinogens, or narcotics, or is it steroids? They love to take that steroids. But remember, guys, that is cheating. Big up Shelly and Fraser Price. Coming in first in the 100 meter. Can't wait for the Olympics to begin. All right, the 26. Which of the following processes usually takes about 280 days in human beings? Is it fertilization, menstruation, conception, or gestation? 280 days. And that is D, gestation. Let's move on to 27. Liquids and gases normally expand when heated and contract when cooled. This behavior explains the working of, we did this one on the other paper, and that is mercury thermometer. Let's move on to number 28. Brass is an alloy of iron and carbon, or is it copper and zinc, or is it copper and tin, or is it lead and nickel? Brass is an alloy of B, copper and zinc. Go on to the next page. That's what they say. One of the main causes of soil erosion is A, the plowing of lands during the rainy season, B, allowing sheep to graze a pasture after the cattle are removed, heavy water run of unprotected soil, or is it D, failure to provide barriers to prevent land slips? It would be C. If you plow the land, that means say whatever. Yeah. If you understand plow for plant, that means say erosion will occur. Alright. 30. The handle of a cricket bat is usually elastic. The handle of a cricket bat is usually elastic. This property, so they must say, when it's elastic, what happened? What happened there? Is it enables the batsman to apply a large force? Or is it B, makes the bat sturdy? Or is it C, protects the batsman fingers? Or is it D, reduce the shock to the batsman hand? Guys, if you don't play cricket, you don't know this. I use board. Sometimes you play a shot and it's like your hand whistle, jerk up, it mess up your hand. I used to hit a lot of runs in my days, you know. I'm a very good spin bowler too. I can turn the ball more than she knows. I know people not gonna believe me, but persons who saw me play cricket can attest to that. All right, so listen to this now. It's not a joke, really. It's just how things are sometimes. So a little girl, and her mom and daughter sits at the table. So they were eating dinner. So she turned to her mom and she says, "Mom, why is it okay for men to have many girls and still be a gentleman, but a lady cannot be a woman?" Or you know what you consider. So she said, "Ask your dad." So the dad said, "Well, daughter, if you have a padlock," oh Lord. All right, he said, he didn't put it there. Oh yeah, he said, "Daughter, a lock that can be opened by many keys is useless, but a key that can open many doors is priceless." Anyway, guys, let's go on to 31. So 31 says, during an earthquake, the sea withdrew for several kilometers along the coast and returned as immense wave. What kind of wave were they? Is it A, ground, B, billow, C, seismic, or is it tsunami? So 31 is a tsunami. Came up like a tsunami. Already. All right. So the eye of the hurricane is the part along which is moving, point at the front where the wind's just about to reach a speed. Or is it the region in which the hurricane is located? Or is it D, the central part of the hurricane? And that is D. By which process does the water pass from the ocean to the atmosphere? Is it A, condensation, B, evaporation, or is it C, precipitation, or is it respiration? So number 33 is B, evaporation. So that is B, evaporation. Which of the following processes can transfer heat in a vacuum? Is it A, conduction, B, convection, is it C, evaporation, or is it D, radiation? So number 34 is radiation. So that is D. Going on fine, we're going on fine. Number 35 refers to the following information. The same volume of water is poured on each of the 4 different soils. The apparatus and results of the experiments are shown below. Which soil retained the most water. That would be well, that would be the one with the less in this something, which is this. So it's 3, and the answer is C. Retain mean keep back, right? So a whole heap of water keep back in this. That's a little tip come out. That's the same amount poured in all of them. All right. So this one only a little came down. Let's move on to 36. Which of the following types of tides occur when the low tide is highest? Is it A, high tide, B, nip tide, is it spring tide, or is it tidal fault? 36 is nip tide. Let's move on to 37. Which of the following is not necessary to start a fire? Is it fuel, nitrogen, oxygen, or is it heat? We did that one on an earlier paper, and that was nitrogen. So nitrogen is not necessary to start a fire. Which of the following chemical is best for removing nail polish? Is it acetone, methylated spirit, or is it borax, or is it washing soda? Type in your answers, guys. 38 is acetone. That's A. So that all you ladies should get this right, because you like to spend money for your nails and all sorts of stuff, you know, man. But I'm encouraging you to have inner beauty, not just outer beauty. All right, guys? Yeah. Ladies, big up yourself. Nothing wrong with doing your nails. But just don't put your nails over people and your hair and stuff like that. All right? Big up on yourself. So let's move on to 39. Which of the following household chemicals can be used to neutralize hydrochloric acid? Is it A, sodium chloride, B, caustic soda, C, is it milk of magnesia, or is it washing soda? Which of the following also chemicals can be used to neutralize hydrochloric acid? Used to neutralize hydrochloric acid. And that would be caustic soda. Let's move on to 40. A land breeze is caused by A, cool air rising, hot air taking its place, hot air rising and cool air taking its place, hot air falling, cool air taking its place, cool air rising with the hot air. And number 40 is B, hot air rising and cool air taking its place. Awesome, awesome stuff, guys. We are learning so much. We're learning so much. And we are on to 41. Which of the following is found in clinical thermometers, but not in other thermometers? So it's only in clinical. 41, is it constriction? Is it B, glass index, or is it C, magnified scale, or is it D, mercury? Which is it found only in clinical thermometers, but not in the regular one? And that is a constriction. All right, guys. On to 42. A substance X has a pH of 2. This means X is it acid? Is it B, a base? Is it C, a salt? Or is it D, an alkali? So 42 is A. It's a base. All right, let me just see if I can give all of it something. Item 42 refers to 4 types of protective gear. Oh Lord, I can't see all of them. All right, there we go. All right, so just give them, make you see them, mix them. All right, let's see what I go on. All right. Furniture refers to the 4 types of protective gear, ABC, represented in the diagrams below. And what's the question? Which protective gear is more suitable for the welder? And that would be B. A. Why? A or B? Oh, that would be A right here for the welder. All right, so let's move on to what I didn't see 43 a while ago. Oh, that was 43. So that is A. 44. All right, so we're on to 44. Yeah, man, big up, bro. Big up. So we're on to 44. The force which acts on all bodies in water, causing them to appear to have less weight, is called obtuse. So we're not gonna further because we find the answer right away. Which of the following is emitted from a volcano? Is it carbon sulfide, hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen, or oxygen? And that would be hydrogen sulfide. So that's B. 46. Which of the following is not associated with a cold front? Slow falling pressure, deep dense clouds, heavy thunderstorm, or decreased temperature? Which is it? 46 is slow fall pressure. Going on fine, guys. You soon finish. Patience. Electricity bill are calculated according to the number of units of electricity used. 1 unit is equal to 1 kilowatt times 1 hour. 1 kilowatt hour. 5 100-watt lamps are used in the home for 3 hours each day. How many units of electricity are used by the lamps in 10 days? Reference all of them. 10 days. So recommend this. And that is D. All right, let's move on to 48. Quickly. I think we have to go up back. 48. Which of the following is not a conductor of electricity? And that is plastic. We know that one already from the previous paper, so we're not going to really iterate that. All right, the diagram below shows a blue filter L between source of white light and red colored object. So this is the red, this is the blue, and this is white. The object will appear to be purple. All right, let's move on to 50. Which of the following circuits shows the correct arrangement of an ammeter, a voltmeter, a resistor, and our battery? Right? So them use a symbol. All right, so comment this now. And that is C. Let's move on. Want to finish in the next 5 minutes. We're rushing it. Exam is very close. A raw material used to produce electrical energy is a nuclear reactor. In a nuclear reactor is a raw material used to produce electrical energy in a nuclear reactor. Is it A, petroleum, U, B, uranium, C, biogas, or is it D, coal? So 51 is B, uranium. 52. Which of the following circuit diagram shows 3 resistors in a series with a power source? Oh, definitely D. I was wondering. All right, so let's move on to 53. 53 refers to the diagram which illustrate the carbon cycle with some parts labeled A, B, C, and D. Where does the process of fossilization occur? All right, bam, 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 bam. It would be right here. So 53 is B. Right here, but from decomposers to crude oil. All right, let's look at 54. Which of the following which of the following would not contribute to the maintenance of a machine? Is it A, greasing, B, painting, C, oiling, or is it C, rusting? And that is rusting. 55, which of the following is true about the center of gravity of an object which is placed on stable equilibrium? It's too high, it's too low, it can be shifted, it lies outside the body. And that is A, it is too high. Let's move on to 56. Which of the following is true about the force of gravity experienced by astronauts in space? Or may I say best, Jeff Bezos gonna space. So when you have money, see when you have money and be a foolishness you want. Which of the following is true about the force of gravity experienced by astronauts in space? In a spaceship in orbit around the Earth, is it A, it's greater than Earth, B, is less than Earth, C, it is the same as on Earth, or is it D, it fluctuates? And that is B, it's less than Earth. So you know what I'm team now. No gravity. I better help poor people with some of them money. All right, 57 refers to the drawing below, which shows the events taking place with a rocket engine. X indicates action force and Y reaction. All right, me get to them also. Just meditate, all right? Let's see which one. Show all four. Sorry, I can't show all four one time. Right, make this one and go back to number 1. And see what I want. Oh no, 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 no. Why you move, sir? Sorry about that, guys. We're going on fine, man. We're at the very end. All right. So 57 would be B. Just want you guys to have an opportunity. 58. Which energy conversion sequence best summarizes how electrical energy is generated by a diesel-powered generator? Is it E to chemical to mechanical or to electrical? Or is it B, chemical to E to mechanical to electrical? Or is it C, chemical to mechanical, E to electrical? And that is the answer. C, we're going no further. 59, the penultimate one, and then 60 will be our last. The jawbone is a type of, oh no, you guys need to see it, all right? The jawbone is a type of lever found in the human skeleton. When used together with the incisors in cutting is an example of A, first class lever, B, second class lever, C, third class lever, or is it D, a combination of first, second, and third class lever? And that would be B, second class lever. Number 60, the diagram below shows the range of wavelength in an electromagnetic spectrum in which region would the radio waves be found. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? And that is right here. So that is D. All right, guys, we have come to the end of the video. I appreciate you guys for watching. And thank you so much. All the best in your examination. This is Mr. Bennett. I'm out, no doubt. Remember history coming up. So guys, look out for that. Share it for other people. We're gonna lock down this thing, all right? I'm out.